basically the story of a guy that desperately, with this haircut, because this is the actual Johnny Rock haircut, because we've still been doing...
It's a little longer on the show.
Yeah, it's a little longer on the show, but we've still been doing photo shoots and stuff, so I've had to have a haircut all summer.
No, I remember before I even knew about the show, seeing you getting your photo taken with that haircut and being like, what's Dennis? What's going on with Dennis Leary?
Because last year, with the haircut, because we were still shooting, I had to push the football movie, Draft Day, and some other project, which I can't remember now, which is terrible, but I have Alzheimer's,
I was watching Draft Day this morning, by the way, in the hotel room.
So I'm out there pushing Draft Day with this, like actually the full version of this haircut, with the rooster thing and everything.
Big.
Yeah, and Kevin Costner was like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm like, I can't, I'm playing a rock guy. I play a guy that's 50 who could have made it when he was like 25 if he had, if he had a smaller ego. But, he imploded his own band with a giant ego and a lot of drugs and alcohol. And now, in rock and roll, it's just the basic fact. Can any of us name a rock and roll star or a band that became famous after the age of 25? No, it doesn't fucking happen, right? Every rock star gets famous when they're young because it's a young man and a young woman's game, right? So you don't hear about like, oh yeah, Bruce Springsteen became a rock star when he was 38. No, he was already a giant rock star when he's 22. And then if you're good enough, you get to last for a generation and be the voice of a generation. So my character really blew it. And all the guys in his old band hate him. And at this point, he has no money, and he really needs to find a way to stay in the business. And that's when he discovers that he has a daughter and that she has talent, and more importantly, she has some money.
It's way more important.
To go in the studio with.
Yeah.
And that's where the story starts. It's really a family story because the band, any great band, any band that's been together long enough becomes a dysfunctional family. And that's basically the story that we're telling is she comes in to get us all back together, even though we all hate each other and have all these bitter resentments from, 25 years ago.
Yeah, it's funny to watch all these guys who just have all these just years of these stories and hate each other for all these different reasons, all these resentments, and now they're thrown back all together at age 50, having to do the whole thing over again, but with a different lead singer, so I guess it's a little different.
Yeah, with a lead singer who doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, and doesn't do drugs.
She doesn't do anything. Yeah. Doesn't do a thing.
I've always been fascinated. One of the things that made me want to do this show was my favorite bands of all time are the Rolling Stones and the Who. The Rolling Stones are my all-time favorite band. And I was at an event that was like a birthday party, and Keith Richards was there.
That's a good birthday party.
I know,
oh
right?
my God.
It's a pretty good birthday party.
I don't have any friends like that.
Dennis gets to go to some birthday party.
And Keith Richards, I love that band, and I've seen that band a million times. And, he's an icon. And he looks really cool when he's Keith Richards on stage. He's got earrings hanging out of his hair and like fish hooks and... It doesn't matter, right? You've seen the pictures, and when he's on stage, you're like, I should put some in my hair, right? And a scarf on my head, right? And then when you see him like at a birthday party, and he's with his adult children, and they're kind of acting like, Dad, stop, you're not being that cool right now. You're like, oh, that's right, he's just a dad. So my character, I just thought it'd be really interesting to walk around with this crazy look, but you're not famous. Because it always looks insane to me when I see my 50-year-old rock guy friends on the Lower East Side, and we're walking down the street, and I'm like, dude, what
are you wearing a fedora for?
I know, exactly. It's like, you have a snakeskin shirt on right now. What's going on?